Okay, so I'm going to start talking about how to migrate a course. So the job that we're doing right now is migrating courses from Western U Blackboard to Canvas, the Canvas instance in at Western U. So I'm going to wait to log into Blackboard until we kind of look at what we're doing in Canvas. So the way we've set this up is that we created a course in Canvas that has all the migration information um, for each college that we're migrating. So let's say I'm gonna go back here and log out again. I'm gonna give you information on logging in into Canvas, and I'll also give you their slightly different logins. But first, you'll log into Canvas. And the first place we're going is to admin and click Western U Health Sciences. This takes you to the admin menu for Western U's Canvas Instant. So the first place it puts you is at courses, at the top of the courses. And we're going to be, this is all the terms. You don't need to know the terms to start, but we're going to be working in this particular situation in the term MSHS Spring Master Courses. But we have to look at our migration course first. So the simplest way to get to that course, and that the migration course is a course we designed that has a module for each course we're migrating that gives information about the migration. We've had a Zoom meeting with the instructor. We've uploaded the syllabus to that module and some things. So first thing you do once you're in Canvas and you're in admin is you come over here, and to search for something in Canvas, you just need three letters. You can't do it two. So if I just type in MIG under all terms, I am going to come up with all four of the migration courses for spring. We're going to look at MSHS Spring Migration first because that's just one of the schools. So let's say we're in the MSHS Spring Migration. In this course, we can get everything we need by going to modules. So Spring Migration and then go to modules. Okay. So we've asked each instructor to take a survey about the course that they're asking us to migrate. And so we'll look at that in a minute. But if they have, like if one instructor has multiple courses, they're going to take this for one of the courses and then this for the other one. If they have three, then they might have three surveys. I'll show you how to look and find the information for that course. So let's say we're starting with the very first course to migrate, which is 5011. And as you can see here, it has a module for 5011, and there's a place for them to submit their course syllabus. Now we also, after the fact, kind of gave them the option to submit it via the files, and I'll show you that in a minute. So files is up here. So I'm going to just click there, and each course to be migrated has its own file folder. And so there's a vital source doc here, which we'll need in the migration. I don't know exactly what that is now, but if you click on the doc, you can kind of look it over without having to open it up like in Word or something. So it just kind of gives you a preview of it. And so this gives us some information about vital source. And this will probably be included somewhere in the course. So we'll close that. Now we'll go back to modules. And a lot of times what I try to do is if I'm going to open up something briefly for a second, then I would open it up. I right click on it and say open in a new tab so that if I want to get back into modules quickly, I can just close out that tab. So now let's open up and open in a new, well, actually the first thing we're gonna do, we're not even gonna look at that to see if we have the syllabus. Every migrated course has a discussion in it that, and actually I'm gonna move all these discussions to the top. Has a discussion. When you click on that discussion, I should have opened that in a new document. It tells us some information about the course that we're migrating. We've taken notes. The notes are based on this Zoom meeting. So the first few you do, you might want to watch the Zoom meeting, even though it'll be torturous because I'm sitting there rambling on forever with these people. But they talk to you about what they want to do with their courses. So these notes for 5011, and also this is the same instructor for 5019, which we'll talk about, and if we had one meeting, we put the same discussion in both modules. So it says that there's a syllabus uploaded. That's good. We know that we use the syllabus for like the outline of the course and just will guide us through creating the Canvas course and knowing what we need to get out of the Blackboard course. It's a program planning course. It's set up in Blackboard as an online course, and she wants us to migrate the readings, assignments, but do not migrate the PowerPoints. They need to be modified, so we won't need to but we'll create a place for them in the course. And then provide a space, so she's saying provide a space for the PowerPoints on the readings material page, which we'll get into in a minute. And there are no group assignments in the course, so they're all individual assignments. And there's lots of assignments like discussion boards to be migrated. So that gives us an idea of kind of what we're looking at. So the next step, once we kind of look and see what she's talked about, you could watch this Zoom, which the earlier Zooms were pretty long. They got a lot shorter as we got better at it. But so now let's go back to modules and see if we can't find the syllabus. Now we looked, and so the other place that the syllabus is either gonna be in the file, so you might look there because that's faster, or in the assignment that we gave. So if you click over here, notice it says download submissions. So if we go to SpeedGrader, well, actually we can do it a couple ways. Let's see. Let's go to SpeedGrader, because we'll be able to see the submission in SpeedGrader. And here is the syllabus. And we'll just sort of scan it for now. So we'll use this syllabus to create a lot of the pieces of the course, and I will walk you through what I would do the first time around with all of this stuff. It tells you the grading, chapter outlines, online modules, and so on. And then somewhere in here should be, yes, this is what we're looking for right here. So this is the outline of your course. And we're going to use, this is for spring 2021. And this should align pretty closely with whatever we find over here in Western U Blackboard, because we're going to migrate a lot of this stuff. So, so we're going to use this as an outline for the course. And these are the homework and module assignments due. So it looks like there's COPs, whatever those are. So I'm going to actually go in and log into Blackboard now, see if I can find a correlated assignment in Blackboard to go with this information. This should line up pretty good. So I have a link that I suggest you do. You get to it from way down here. It says browse course catalog. And we're going to, for all the HCSI courses, we have to look them up by ID. So you want to change this from name to ID and then add 5011 and click go. And now we've got all of these versions that I have access to supposedly. And I think we're going to use this one that says copy on it because someone created that for me. So we're going to click on that one right there. That should be HCSI 511. And there's the course schedule right there. She's taken that and pretty much brought it over here. And so, here's the course. See, this is course outline, COP. I'm assuming this is the course outline form. So when we create these assignments for chapter 1 course outline, then we'll have this in there. So this is something we'll have to migrate. She's actually given some information about the textbooks, but we're going to get that from the syllabus. And because I've split the screen here, you're not seeing, let me see if I can't widen this enough to get right here. You're going to see kind of the outline of the course. So we have to go back up because it's up here. So here's the course modules. These should align with this. Week 1, introduction and what's so you're going to use this information, and I'll show you how to, we'll do one module together so you can kind of see. And this is giving us some, so it looks like the major part of this is course outlines. And so all course outlines are due Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So let's open, so the difference between Canvas and Blackboard is that Canvas uses like big folders to put stuff in. And we design things on basically web pages in Canvas. So we're gonna open up this week 1 and we're gonna see, it has a quiz in it. So I'm wondering, I think we'll probably we're not gonna take the PowerPoint, but we'll probably need the quiz. So let's go up here and look at what she says are going to be in this course. So there's chapter outlines or article reviews, which are COPs. And so we'll be able to use this information when we build the assignment. She says there's the online modules. I'm not sure what she means by that. There's a midterm, so we'll talk about finding out. I think we'll have to migrate that from Blackboard. And it says quizzes announced 15% of the course. And it says accumulative paper and policy video is 30% of the course. So we're going to be looking out for these items in this Blackboard course. So it says that there's quizzes here. So we're going to have to migrate those quizzes. And I will show you how to do that, not right this second, but as we're moving along in this process. So, and I'm going to actually download this document because I'm going to want that available to use when I start my migration. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize that for now. So I'm going to have I'm going to be looking for course outlines, for discussion boards, for quizzes, for a paper. We'll have to create a we'll probably use this information right here as the directions for the paper. And we're going to name things pretty closely when we go over to Canvas to start creating it to what we're learning here. So we use the outline. We use whatever we can out of the syllabus. So we're going to use this outline. This will tell me what I need to put in each module. Yeah, and I'm not sure if she has them do this just at the final week. So we'll have to kind of figure that out as we go. COPs, it says, course schedule, log into Canvas, course modules each week. COPs refer to the following text. So when you're doing these, I guess you're using this text. So you just sort of glean what you can out of the syllabus in order to create a course, because you're going to have stuff from here and from here. So let's go back to course modules. And I'm going to open up, you know, in a new tab so I can just sort of scan it and not have to go back a few of these just to sort of look and see what's in this course and what kinds of things I'm going to be building. So there's quizzes. So I know I want to migrate the quizzes. I don't have to get the PowerPoint. Week 3, I will be loading, let's see, I will be moving this stuff over into the readings and material page. I won't take the PowerPoint, but I'll leave a place for it. But all those other readings and materials will go on onto the readings material page in Canvas, which I'll show you very brief and very quickly, because that's in our template. And so I'll be needing to migrate all this content. It'll probably be under a header that says visual maps of the legislative process, or actually we'll have to kind of talk about that. Organizational chart, let's see what this is. So we want to migrate all this stuff. Now, this will probably be migrated as an image on a page, even though it's not tech. Oh, no. Let's see how this, I'm not sure exactly how this, this takes you to this actually takes you to a website, which we'll talk about that, how you migrate web address. So we'll talk about that briefly. So now we know kind of what we're going to be migrating. You know, we'll be pulling all this stuff out and putting it in the course. So there is stuff to migrate here. And there's videos. And if this turns out to be a YouTube video, which it's a TEDx, you can copy the embed code and use the embed code on the readings and material page. And we'll just talk, you'll see when we get to the template, the readings and material page has a place for you to put web, online sources, videos, textbook readings, and PowerPoints, and we'll take all this stuff and put it on a page rather than like these individual little things that you have to have here. And this has got stuff in it, so that'll be taken, you know, we'll be downloading each of these things. Or are these web addresses? Yeah, these are all web addresses that we're going to migrate. So so you'll see that in a minute. We'll do a chapter. We'll migrate a whole module for a week, so that you can see how we move all this kind of content in there. So now we kind of know what's in Blackboard. We can kind of stop focusing on that and just go back over. This is still the migration course. So you're going to, let's go back over this. You're going to get into the course, the migration course. You're going to go to modules. And you're going to start migrating a course. You're going to first read this discussion to see what all was said during the meeting, and you know, this will give you kind of like what you're doing, give you a verbal on it. You can watch the Zoom. And so now we know what we're doing. We're going to create, the one last thing we're going to do is we're going to look at 5011, I think. Let's click on, I think I've already looked this out. And I'm going to moderate the survey. And Jean Borland, this is probably 5011, and it is. And so you can look and see, she took a survey that said this course is called this. It's set up by weeks. And it's being migrated from Blackboard. We want to migrate all website references, assignments, and quizzes, discussions, and individual assignments will be part of the course. So, and you'll be, we'll be migrating, creating a course, and she may add a little stuff later. She's going to provide all assignments and instructions ahead of time. It's a Blackboard migration of quizzes. So we've just done some things to see, hey, what kinds of stuff are we gonna have to migrate, or are we migrating anything? What tool will you, I will provide this information during the one-on-one meeting. I'm not exactly sure about that. We'll talk about that. I don't, there's probably something in the Zoom meeting about that didn't get a note taken on it. Groups, will you be using group assignments, discussions, or other? And it says, yes, it will be using group assignments and discussion boards. So I'm gonna pause this to get the phone. Okay, so she also said this course was set up to be asynchronous on Blackboard and has done so successfully. So she's gonna be updating the PowerPoints and adding those, and we'll make sure that we have a place for her to upload the PowerPoints for each week. So now we know what this course is about. We can go over step 2. First of all, step 1 is go into the migration course and find a course that you're going to work on and look at the course survey, the discussion that goes in the module of it, the syllabus, and any notes or anything there that gives you a clue on what you're doing. Then you can open up the Blackboard course and kind of like scan it, you know, just to see the kinds of things, make sure that lines up with what they've said that's over here. And that seems to be very true here. So now we'll take a look at what we do next. After we know what we're doing with the course, because we've looked at the migration course, we've looked in Blackboard, now we're ready to start migrating the course. So now we go back to admin, Western University of Health Sciences. And now I'm going to go filter by term. I'm going to go down here, it's pretty close to the bottom, MSHS Spring Master Courses. And there's nothing in there. So I'm going to pause this and put something in there so that you'll know what we're doing. Okay, so wrapping up this segment of the training, we just talked about the migration course and where you get all the information you need to migrate a course. And then we will, next we'll talk about the template, and this is the template, but I'm going to start a new recording for the template so that they're not too long. So right now I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, stop recording.